Grab your popcorn, kick back and relax, because it's time for some more carnage. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at how to do finish off the shields on Kuka, and then also how to do the core rush. So I'm going to try to hurry, because I think I'm about to be booted from the task force I'm in, because they need some spots. So we'll try to hurry. So we got some Zookas, all boats of Zookas here, no hero. So we're going to be just smoking when we get in range of this laser. Also, just so we keep that delay. No heroes, because we don't want to peek in range of anything more than we really have to be. So I'll half times this. So right now you're going to start seeing the shocks being placed. There we go. So you just seen the press on screen. So that's like 11 o'clock, really is about as late as you can time it. So bam bam, we do have the delay, so you can take advantage of that delay as we did. So I will keep my screen down here, because you'll see this flare will be placed down here in a second. There we go. So that flare was placed literally as these shields were about to go down. Now the timing of this flare will be slightly different based on the amount of troop damage you have, but that's really about when you want to do it, as that last shield's about to go down. So you can see how immediate that flare really is. That keeps in mind that this laser is going to hit you, so you gotta time that just right so that laser doesn't kill you. That laser's not usually there, so you don't have to worry about that. But bullets here. So now we'll one times it. The flare was placed as the Zooka sort of got to where bullet is, just above that shock mine, without hitting the core. That's important. So smoking, just to make sure bullet doesn't lose our delay. Now this attack was a fail at this point. So you can see as he hit the shock mine, placing the smoke, then the next one, then flaring as they sort of got towards where the sniper tower was, and flaring the core. Now this was a fail. I will half times it. I think I missed the press. Yeah, I did. That doesn't matter. But you can see this was a fail because he didn't have the GBE to shock these ones, and bullet wasn't in a position where she was going to naturally distract it. So really another shock was needed for these ones, I think. But that's how you get the shields anyway. That's the main point of that attack. You try to get the core rush, but if you can't, it doesn't really matter. As long as you sort of get that initial those shields, that's the main point of that attack. So now that shock mine is gone, that means when we try to do that same hit, it's going to require one extra shock from us. Although that shouldn't be an issue, because we don't have to shock anything here to take out the lasers. So this first flare, you can see they've just sort of gathered up on the beach. So this first flare was placed in line with this sniper tower, the left tile of it. So if you want to use the destroyed building in the front, you can do that. That's probably what he did, but that as a visual guide for explaining it, that was the easiest building for me to show you with. So as we get closer, we're going to have to smoke because of this laser, which is a bit sooner than what you normally would see it. So the same flare placement, so right next to this this mine, to the left of it. So you'll see as he gets closer, we're going to have to shock bullet. So I will try to get that timing for you guys. So I'm going to have to half times it now, because that timing is going to be very close. So we're going to see the flare. Yep, so we just seen, I think that was a smoke. Yep, it was. There we go. So we just, whoa. So we just seen that press on screen just there. So it was like the tile, as he was on the tile before the, what's it called? The core. Sort of as he was approaching the tile that was like just before it. That's when the shock was pressed. So I will try to get that pressed. Not pressed. I'll try to get that shown again. So flaring here. Just keep in mind here that the flare on the core is going to have to be in very soon, because as the Zookas get under that smoke, we need to get that flare to land before the shock wears out. So we see it just now. So as they've sort of got to that flare location now, we're going to be pressing it. That should land before the shock wears out. Now I will half times this, so now we can see, we'll be able to see the shock placements. So that should be in any second. There we go. So we just seen that. So that was about 10, I'd say, not about, just before 11 o'clock, I'd say. That is. So we'll see the other presses happen just now. Okay, so that other one was a little bit sooner, this one. So he probably started shocking about 10:30. I'll go back and show that, because I thought he would have done the timing a little differently. So that was actually the second shock he dropped. So he shocked this one first, the lasers here, then the stuff up here, then that one, and then this one. So we did get to see those 3 taps, but we did miss out on that ever so slightly. So I will go back and I will show that just one more time, just so we can see that a little bit more clearly. So we'll go 4 times just so we don't miss anything, because I don't want to waste your time really. So I will stop that there. We'll go half times. So we're going to see that press in just a moment. There we go. So we just seen it. So that's the timing there. So you seen it was like that tile just before there. So we'll see the press for the flare in a second. There we go. So we just seen the tile for the flare. So as the bulk of the Zookas are reaching in line with the mine above this sniper tower, where the Zookas are, that's when the flare is placed, which is good. So we'll go a little bit quicker. I've already shown the timing for everything else. So I'll half times this, just because I don't want to miss anything. It'll probably be about 10 o'clock, 10:30 that this shock is placed, but we'll keep... There we go. So we just seen the press there. So it was about 10 o'clock that this shock was placed. Then we'll go up the top again. So that one was just pressed. Then it should be this one. Yep. So we just seen that one pressed. And now it should be this one over here. So all in all, still pretty good. So these ones, because of the smoke placement, bullet peaked first, which is why those lasers didn't hit, everything else. So pretty good attack here, if I have to say. Pretty solid stuff. I mean, if you look at the other attack, it was a bit of a fail, but this one definitely a very solid core hit. So that's how you do Cooker. I know it was a little bit sloppier than the other stuff I've been recording for this series, but I was in a real hurry trying to get everything recorded before they boot me, because I'm expecting to be booted with the requests from their other task force mates, because I am intel dumping for this group right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smack the thumbs up button, tell me what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.